Plates ready? This is Food School, Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. Want to feel amazing, love the way you look in the mirror, and perform your absolute best in the gym, at work, and in life? You're definitely in the right place. Food. It's you. It builds every single cell of you. And if there is one thing every human being must master, it's food. Because at the very least, eating, you do it every day, several times a day, every single day. You might as well get good at it. I'm your host, Shurina from createyourself.today, your personal nutritionist and plate watcher, your diet guide and explorer, your fat loss coach and food inspector. And just someone with a lot of passion and obsession and curiosity for healthy food, healthy diets, nutrition, optimized human performance, everything and absolutely anything you put in your grocery shopping cart, your fridge, on your plate, and in your mouth. It's my business. Food School, on a mission to help you eat better daily.
It's the last time I talk about food. It's the last time I talk about food.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. And today, Food School and Angela are coming to you from Zurich, Switzerland, where we arrived from Bologna, Italy, yesterday. So the train ride from Bologna to Zurich with one stop in Milano, meaning one change in Milano, was scenic, spectacular. It was just like I was traveling along with the clouds because, first of all, you pass through the longest 57-kilometer tunnel through the mountains, and then you are in the mountains, and from on one side you can see a beautiful lake and houses, and then there is all this greenery, and somewhere far away you can see the snow mountains, and there are clouds once we climb up on our train, and it was so beautiful. It's like from National Geographic magazine. I love Northern Europe, especially this region, so it was so beautiful, and I was just jumping from one seat to the other to take pictures and videos. People thought probably what a I don't know, disturbed girl with some ADD, but no, I just love seeing beauty, nature, and I can take pictures and videos all day long, and I'd be really happy. National Geographic, by the way, is my favorite magazine that I've been buying and reading since I was a kid, and we had like a lot of them just all over the place, and at some point we had to transfer them to the garage. But anyhow, that's about traveling. I'm here in Zurich to explore. I've never been to Zurich, to see beautiful mountains, but also the city, and also look at how food system works here. It's one of the most efficient cities, and also really well off city, meaning people make a lot of money, people spend a lot of money. It's probably one of the most expensive cities in the world, but it's also one with the most quality. But that being said, they say that electronics are cheaper than anywhere else, at least in Europe. So we'll explore all of that. Yesterday, we went to a food store, of course, to get some food, but also to just see what's available. And I found 3 different 100% chocolates, but that, of course, not everything that I found. There were like detox waters and salad bowls. I live like 5 minutes from some organic shop, but there is a shop that is not completely organic, but also has a lot of bio and organic produce, and there is so much variety. And I got my favorites, of course, my bell peppers, my avocados, my raw carrots, something that I can easily eat without cooking, and that's what I do when I'm staying at any hotel. And right now I'm staying at a hotel. So I got avocados, bell peppers, carrots. I got different nuts, nuts like macadamia, like Brazil nuts, like pecan nuts, almonds, walnuts, all of that. I got for minerals and fiber and healthy fats and vitamins. I also got fatty fish, my sardines. I got some tuna. I got some canned salmon. What else did I get? Well, besides all the chocolate, I also got water, of course, and that's pretty much it. Today, I'm planning to get some chicken liver pate that is really high in some really important nutrients, not just vitamin A, not just iron, that we will talk about later or maybe beginning of the next week. So I'm planning to get that, more water, more avocados, more carrots since they're so delicious here. And we're gonna explore some food places here too, but I don't like to rely on any restaurant. Like, I don't like to spend my time searching for the perfect place, and most places do not serve me what I'd like to feed my body. That's why I'm not such a huge fan of restaurants, even though they have a lot of pretty healthy options. You don't have to order junk when you're at a restaurant. That being said, you never know what they use for cooking in most places, and what sugars, what vegetable oils, what other like additives, what kind of quality of the original produce they have. You just really don't know, and you don't always want to spend hours exploring. So I prefer to stay with safer options that most importantly make me feel good. Like in the morning I wake up after traveling and I feel good, because the food I ate was totally aligned with my body, with what it used to, and that's why I do what I do, why I have this routine of shopping for certain food items. And if you're curious about what exactly I ate yesterday for dinner, because there are some items that I didn't mention here, then check out my Instagram, my stories. I share almost all of my food, so it's quite interesting, and can give you ideas how to eat healthier when traveling or when on the go, or just get more educated about healthy eating, healthy nutritious foods. Because what I eat usually, they're all the foods there for a reason. Like, they're high in some nutrients that is more difficult to get elsewhere. So check my Instagram out, and the link to my Instagram you can find in the show notes today. So guys, today we are talking about a hack, a neuro hack or a life hack that will help you to eat healthier. And this particular hack is a very powerful one. And once you start using it, I'm using it all the time. And that's why I'm eating healthy all the time. And you'll understand why I'm talking about it. But yeah, this neuro hack is probably the number one hack for whenever you are trying to install, create, practice new habit. So what is the hack? So the hack is your environment, more specifically designing your environment to support the habits that you want to do. So what does it look like when it comes to healthy eating? Did you know, guys, I'm going to tell you a little story, that when people get employed at Google offices, it's normal to add 10-15 pounds in the next like 2-3 months. 10-15 pounds of fat, not muscle. Why is that? Because if you didn't know that, Google has these cafes and also food places, just places where I actually have been to one of the Google offices in LA. So I know that. I've been to their cafe and they have a lot of vegetable oils, but anyhow, so they have a lot of places where you can get food, and it's free for all the employees, and it's really easily accessible, and so people of course eat it. But at some point, Google administration, whoever deals with the food there, they realize that getting fatter, it's not really adding productivity to the employees. So they decided to look into some solutions to make people eat less of bad stuff, like of candy or other snacky, that sort of stuff. And what did they do? So instead of, for example, one of the examples, instead of putting candy in a clear jar, like standing right, in front of the person when they approach this food place, that food station, they would put those candies in not transparent jars. So cans, different sorts of cans, and in some cans, you find candy, in some cans you find something that is not with sugar. And so in order to find candy, people had to do some work, and so that increased the instances and the amount of food eaten by 20-30%. And that helped people to not gain as much weight, and they put healthier snacks all over the place. They made them more obvious, so that helped Google administration to improve eating habits of their employees. We people are very conditioned creatures. What we notice, what we see in our environment, that defines our behavior, because what our brain sees is gonna do. It's another personal story. My mom's life hack for not eating kalbasu, or basically sausage in English, all this processed meat that she actually enjoys quite a lot when she gets to eat it. So in order for herself not to eat it, she just doesn't buy it. And my father also lives with her, and my sister comes often, and kids, but she never buys it for no one. Whenever somebody is hungry, there is something else. There is good quality meat or chicken or fish and vegetables and fruit and nuts, but those things they're not in our house. And if she wants some, she buys a tiny amount, eats it, and that's it. So that's your hack. And guys, if you want to, again, improve your habits much easier for yourself, your healthy eating habits, then you want to organize your environment so it supports your habits. How do you do that? Let me give you a few really great examples. So not buying stuff, as my mom does, that you don't want to be eating on your new healthy eating routine is number one priority. When you don't have it in your house, you're not going to go out that often to a store to buy it and eat it, go through all this, jump through all these hoops just to get some snack. Your brain will calculate that the energy needed to expend to get it is less than the pleasure you're going to get from it. Plus, you want to improve your eating habits, and it will make you think twice before eating that snack that you don't want to be eating while improving your habits. So just don't buy that stuff. Don't carry it at home. And, if you want a dessert once in a while, go out and eat it somewhere else. You're not going to have a chance to eat like the whole cake then, or the whole bunch of something when you're at some place. So first, not buying stuff. Plus, if you have a whole household, if you have family, they're gonna benefit from it too. Like, nobody's benefiting from eating more sugar, and your kids including. Give them fruit, feed them food, not candy. Not going to the same stores. Like, for example, for me personally, my habits improved a lot, my healthy eating habits, once I started moving a lot. Why? Because when we move, we don't have the same routine. And if we want to improve our habits, we create a new routine, a better routine. So we go to a new store and we buy completely different foods. And your brain gets conditioned, and also where those new foods are. And now it's easier for you to buy healthy stuff than unhealthy stuff, because you go to a new store, you know exactly where that healthy food is, and you don't really go to unhealthy snacks and candy and cookies aisles, and you don't feel that tempted, and that happens automatically. But you don't have to move. You can just change the store where you shop. Maybe it's going to be a little bit further, but I believe your health worth it. So don't shop that often. It will also improve your eating habits. And go to a new store, create new routine there. So that's another environmental hack. Next one. If you're in the office and there are a lot of unhealthy snacks, then put those snacks away. Just put them in a cupboard. They also did studies where they created two environments. In one environment, in one office, the candy was where everybody could see it and it was readily available, and people would eat 20, 30, sometimes 50% more candy from that situation, in that situation, compared to a situation where you just put candy a little bit further, or if you put it out of sight completely, the instances will fall to 80-90% of that. So basically, talk to guys if somebody, is offended by your move, and tell them, so candy is here right now. I'm trying to improve my eating habits, and I think, it can help others too. Nobody needs more sugar, so it's going to be there. So it's still available. If people want candy, they can get their candy. The next level move is to get your office on board to eat healthier altogether and create still delicious but healthier alternatives, and put them out, not candy. You are in more control than you can imagine. And asking people about things like that, it doesn't make you less of a person, or nobody will look at you weirdly. They actually, at the end of the day, will look at you as a leader who is proactive and who is committed to changing something when they don't like the results. So be the leader, lead the change. Another one. A lot of you guys probably go out to restaurants and cafes. And so if you want to start eating healthier at those places, then don't go to places where you used to eat a lot of unhealthy stuff. Go to new places and order new, healthier stuff. And so every time when you go to this restaurant, now you have this new routine of ordering some healthy stuff. And you don't go to old restaurants unless you're planning to eat that food that you are trying to avoid. So that's another hack that works really, really well, because these menus, they can get so overwhelming. So when you initially start making better for you choices, then the next time you are there, it's going to be harder for you to choose something different, because you're probably going to be hungry and you wouldn't want to get through the whole menu to get the to make new choice and specifically seek out not so healthy stuff. So find new places where you order healthier foods and build new routine there. Next one, it's for home again. Stock up your fridge with a lot of healthy, interesting, delicious foods, and maybe snacks and meal options. And that will also inspire your imagination. So whenever I buy all these new, maybe some organ meats, maybe some new fish, maybe some new nuts, some new vegetables, whenever I open my fridge, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to try this new recipe or to try this vegetable, because it's new and it's fun, and it will engage my creativity, because I love cooking and I love eating new stuff. So like, open my fridge, okay, so then what's the next superfood I can try? So it becomes like really fun activity. That's why, and plus you spend all the money, so probably because you already spent all the money on all this healthy food, you're probably gonna eat it. Because probably you don't want to waste stuff. And it also sends a signal to your brain that you are the kind of person who values health and healthy food and nutrition, and you spend money on it. Psychologists also say that if you want to understand people's priorities, look where their money go. And so a lot percentage of my money goes to healthy foods and certain supplements and certain food snack experiments and a lot of things related to food and also healthy lifestyle. So that's where my priorities are. So stock up your fridge on the items that you are excited to try, to cook, to eat, and also that will send signal to your brain that you are the kind of person who values those things and who spend money on healthy food and healthy habits. Another few habits is about creating or crafting your mind space. So what do I mean by that? Mind space. It's something, it's a space, it's what occupies your mind, right? How can you craft or design your mind space, your mind environment, so it also promotes healthier, better for you choices? So one hack for millennials or for anyone living with technology and using it and working with it. For example, on your Instagram, subscribe, engage with a bunch of content that promotes healthy eating habits that you would like to practice. So not just subscribe, but actually like, comment, and that will teach Instagram to show you more of that stuff. So for example, if I open my feed right now, it seems like everybody is into nutrition, healthy eating, exercise, biohacking, sustainable food system. So it all I see on my Instagram, because that kind of content I engage with. So I never see, like, I don't know, violence or some stupid videos, because I never engage with those. And that's why Instagram doesn't show me that. So use the power of algorithm and social media for you, not against you. So again, subscribe to a bunch of channels on Facebook, like a bunch of pages, comment also people, and that will also bring into your world more people who are into the same kind of stuff that you want to start practicing, who are into healthy eating, or maybe, I don't know, keto, or whatever that is. You're going to see more of that, and that will keep your mind wandering into the right direction. So again, subscribe, engage with a bunch of content on your social media, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook. Another newer hack that I've recently learned and started using. So whenever you're trying to focus on something, change things that you often type. So change your master password or several passwords for phrases and words that remind you of your intention. So for example, I have one master password that unlocks all the saving passwords on my computer. And so the password is I'm eating healthy. I'm eating healthy. And then there are some signs, you can put some numbers and stuff, but that's the password, right? And so you use it, and it puts your brain into that focus, into that frame. And so if you type it several times a day, that's what you're going to be thinking about. So see what I'm doing here? Again, crafting that mind space and directing your thoughts through your action. So change your password to something, I'm lean and fit and full of energy. I know it's a long password, but you're supposed to do that, and maybe put some star signs in between or something. So that's going to be a really great password that will improve your health, and also quite secure password that will improve your security of your data and other things. So the next one, and I think actually that's it, guys. Yeah, subscribe, engage, because I wrote down quite a few of those hacks that you can use to another one, really powerful one, the last one, guys. Communities and like-minded people. So go to meetups, hang with people who are into the same healthy habits that you are into. Don't be weird in a group of people who are not into that, but find your kind of people and spend time with them, online and offline, especially because offline is more powerful than online. We build much stronger connections when we meet in person, when we share some activity. But if you are also join some groups online, share your stories, engage, be active there, because just being subscribed or being a member of some group will not do anything. But when you engage, when you share some stories, when you're vulnerable, when you share your successes and failures, and you comment and congratulate and support other people, that's where a community, online community, will be really powerful and will help you to change your habits. So that's it, guys. Today we talked about Switzerland and Zurich, and you're gonna see more content in my Instagram for sure about food here, and just about beautiful places in Zurich. That's my first time here. And don't forget to use the power of environment, the power of choice, of your free will, that will help you to improve your habits. Create the environment that supports your better eating habits, and you will be absolutely astounded and just blown away by the fact how easy changing your habits will become. So just look at your environment, whatever that is, and look at what you see, at what you do, what you're surrounded with, and change it piece by piece. Change that with the elements that will support your new habits, and you'll change your habits in no time with almost almost zero willpower required. So that's it for today, guys. Tomorrow we're gonna talk either about 2 vitamins that help you to get energy from fats and support your overall energy production cycles, or we're gonna talk more about neuro hacks, how to make healthier habits much easier for yourself. So I'll think about that. Anyhow, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to this podcast today. Thank you for your time, for your attention, and your effort to create better habits, because better habits create better world for all of us, create better people that create better world. So thank you for doing your best, to being your best. And as usual, guys, till next time, eat better daily. And don't forget to check out my Instagram following the link in the show notes for food that I eat.